Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the 5th grade moving up ceremony, a time to look back and celebrate as we move on from Wampus to the middle school and beyond.
Good morning, class of 2026. I'm going to talk to your parents for a second, and then I'm going to turn it over to our children. It was 2013, and I stood in front of you and I said, sit back and enjoy the ride. We have 13 years together. Well, today, we look back on the last 6 years. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to ask you to really turn up your ears and listen to me. Today is one of those childhood memories that many of you will remember. However, when childhood memories fade, and they will, I hope you look back on what our memories taught to you during these formative years about courage, confidence, and the power of your inner strength. 6 years ago, when I met you as 4- and 5-year-olds, many of you, at Coleman Hill in the SOS program, I also got to meet your parents. In fact, I spent a lot of time talking to your parents and listening to your parents. We have shared a common goal in you, the importance of raising you, watching you grow and develop into the best version of yourself. The messages that I have shared with them, and in return they have shared with me, have always been anchored around you. Our purpose has been to create a world for you that is safe, loving, happy, and nurturing. Today, my message is for you. I want you to head over to HCC Middle School, thinking about your responsibility to your world, so that it is a more loving, safe, and happy environment for all of those whom you encounter on life's journey. First, be the kind of leader that you would follow. Care for others, think of others, put others first. Second, do the right thing when no one is looking. Have integrity, have humility, have courage. And third, this is really important, understand that the only person you should try to be better than is the person that you were yesterday. Make better mistakes tomorrow. Learn from today's mistakes by putting into action what you learned from yesterday. Now, these soft skills don't just fall into your lap. We can say them to you. They take work and they take time. When I was your age, my parents used to tell me, put 110% effort in everything you do, and you'll never be disappointed at the end of a long day. Today, I share this message. How about you think about giving 100% effort 100% of the time? If you do that, you will always be doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. You will be the leader that you would follow. You will make better mistakes tomorrow, than you did today, and you will be a better person today than you were yesterday. So, today, the focus is on you. As you head into your future, think about what we talked about during this year's community meetings and in your classrooms. We talked to you about having courage, being confident, and showing compassion. I want you to ask yourself this question. When you came to Coman Hill as proud kindergartners, finally making it to the big school, you came in with a lot of courage and a lot of confidence. Do you have the same amount of courage and confidence today that you had back then? You should have courage. During your time as elementary students, your parents, your teachers, Ms. Krupe, Mr. McAmey, have seen you do something on any given day that frightened you, and we all watched you overcome it. Today, you should have confidence. Confidence is feeling sure of yourself and your abilities. It is a quiet inner knowledge, knowing that you are capable. The 5th grade step-up ceremony is an example of your collective confidence. Build upon that as you head into the next 7 years of your formal schooling. During the last 6 years, your parents and your teachers have carefully guided you to be safe, responsible, and respectful. As you head into tomorrow, these soft skills are going to help you more than you can comprehend today. And as these soft skills become intrinsic to your being, never doubt who you are as a person. Courage, confidence, and inner strength are going to be tested and tried as life journey continues to unfold. Remember, be humble in your confidence and courageous in your character, and you will always be better than the person you were yesterday. Best of luck to you, and always remember to work hard so your free time is your lunch time. Congratulations.
We would now like to share some of the important things we learned at Wampus, and a few students would like to share their personal thoughts and memories.
The important thing about Wampus is friendship. It's like a sunny smile as I walk into my classroom. You can walk beside me. You can trust me with your secrets. It isn't lonely, it's warm and cozy, and it listens as I speak. The important thing about Wampus is friendship.
My name is Angelina Vitage, and I'm in Miss Pena's class. My favorite memory at Wampus is recess. One reason is because I met a lot of new friends. Recess is a good and fun time to get our energy out. It's also nice that we get to spend time with the aides and get to know them better.
I'm Isabella Vasquez from Miss Brooks' class. My favorite memory from Wampus was when we did an escape room in library. We needed to find books to figure out codes and open locks. My team's lock wasn't working. We needed to get a teacher over. The lock was correct, but the lock wouldn't budge. The code was correct, but the lock wouldn't budge. We ended up tying with another team. It was a lot of fun.
I'm Mia Murley. I'm in Mrs. McHale's class. Our class was so much fun. I was painting, I was drawing. It was so much fun. I was painting, I was drawing, I loved it. Then I got old. I like making snowmen out of clay. I will miss art with Mrs. Constantine.
My name is Lucy Brescio, and I'm in Miss Brooks' class. My favorite memory from Wampus was hosting a school-wide assembly with my friends. This was a special memory because it was fun and I did it in front of the whole school. We did this presentation for Kindness Week and put so much effort into it. I will definitely never forget it. That's my Wampus memory.
Hi, my name is Aruma Hadeva. I'm in Miss Pena's class. My favorite 5th grade memory is the 5th grade play. I showed up to auditions a day late, so no one was expecting me. We all worked really hard, and even though we were a little bit nervous, we did really well in the end. This was my 5th grade memory, and I will never forget how fun it was.
My name is Matthew, and I am from Mrs. Marchesini's class. One thing I liked about Wampus's 5th grade science night, I thought it was fascinating to make ice cream by putting ice, milk, vanilla extract, and sugar into a bag. We put that bag of ingredients into a bag of ice and shook the bag for 10 to 15 minutes. We also learned how much oxygen is actually in one room. I especially liked the potato launching section because the group I was in put potatoes in an air launching cannon. The teacher then put a certain amount of air in the cannon, and then we would put a big bottle where we thought the potato was going to land. And finally, the teacher launched the potato. 5th grade science night was my favorite thing about Wampus.
My name is Ori from Miss Passman's class. One memory in 5th grade was the Intrepid field trip. The memory was when our tour guide took us to the top of the ship's deck and we saw the fastest jet. She told us that if we were standing 100 feet from each other and she screamed, by the time the sound got to my ear, the jet would have went around us 3 times. That means that the jet can go 3 times the speed of sound. I thought that the Intrepid was cool to go to because I liked seeing the fastest jet and being able to be on the giant warship. That was my memory of the Intrepid in 5th grade.
My name is Victoria from Mrs. Marchesini's class. One really important memory from 5th grade was meeting Jerry Mariano. She was a Byram Hills graduate who faced many physical challenges while growing up and was accepted by our community. Jerry's story reminds me to always be thankful for my friends, my family, and my teachers. Meeting Jerry also made me realize not to take things for granted and to stay positive.
Hi, I'm Lily from Miss Passman's class. I remember going to the monastery in 3rd grade to celebrate the Chinese New Year. The monastery stood tall and graceful. As we walked in, the dragon statues stand and stare. The room was filled with hundreds of little Buddhas and one giant Buddha in the center. We sat surrounded by Buddhas in a room full of a calm feeling. The quiet music played again and again. The gong goes, making my ear ring.
I'm Justin, and I'm in Mr. Huffnagel's class. One of the best times I've had in Wampus over the years is when we got to go watch March Madness in the cafeteria. This is one of my favorite memories because all of my friends and I were watching together, and we were rooting for Yale since they were an Ivy League school. Also, we all got to go in the back and jump whenever there was a crazy or great play. Another reason it was my favorite is that we were watching the game instead of doing classwork. And when it was dismissal, and when it ended, it was dismissal. Thanks, Wampus, for giving me a great experience.
I am Abby from Mrs. Ponitowski's class. One of my favorite memories of Wampus is having a high school intern. They were really helpful around the classroom. My 5th grade intern, Tim, returned to Mrs. Ponitowski's class to be with us. So we got to come back to 5th grade and see the new changes. We loved having him with us. He led our Mintmobiles and was especially helpful with math. It was a time I'll always remember.
Hi, my name is Annika and I'm in Mr. Huffnagel's class. My favorite memory of being at Wampus was on field day when we all got to see a different side of everyone. We got to see Mr. Huffnagel double dutch and Miss Nestor make a killer soccer goal. And I think that's when I realized how lucky we are to have such an amazing staff. We are so fortunate that we have such an incredible education and learning environment. I will definitely miss Wampus, the place that nurtured, cared, and paved our way to success.
Hi, I'm Sutton Seamus from Mrs. Pontelski's class. My 5th grade memory is the 5th grade volleyball tournament. My class's team was the Lucky Charms. I remember after my team scored point after point and won game after game, feeling the adrenaline, and I loved the feeling of pride in my class when we won.
Good morning, my name is Heather Millman, and I'm from Mr. Huffnagel's class. One of my biggest and brightest memories of Wampus is when I met all of my friends. I was new to the school and did not know many people. So many people came up to me and said hi. I knew only some of them would become my good friends. But it made me feel good. One girl was so nice to come up to me and start a conversation. We played together at recess and had so much fun. I hope these wonderful people stay with me all through high school.
My name is Selena from Ms. Goodman's class. My memory of Wampus was Smith's Tavern. From making candles to making a picture with aluminum foil, Smith's Tavern gave us much to take home. But we took home more than that. We got lessons on the military back in colonial times, and we learned about blacksmiths. Still, we took home more than that. We learned about the lives of kids during the colonial times churning butter. We took home all that we made and all that we learned. We had a fun time making things that we'd carry with us, even when our arms would be full of candles, of aluminum pictures, of spices. Still, that's not the only thing we took home.
My name is Beatrice Bachman, and I'm from Mr. Mayer's class. My favorite memory at Wampus was being able to do book clubs. At my old school in 5th grade, I would have never done book clubs. But here at Wampus, I was able to work with a group of kids to improve my ELA skills. I really enjoyed being able to read more books and improve my ELA skills just by being in a book club.
One of the most unforgettable... Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I'm from Mr. Mayer's class. One of the most unforgettable events at Wampus that will stay with me was the annual field day. On May 22nd of this year, I remember standing in the scorching heat with the rest of the school beside me. The sun was shining, the field was bright green, and our hearts pulsing like racing cars on a highway. We were all anxiously waiting to kick off our last field day. My favorite station was the long jump rope. I had a record of 98 jumps and won 2nd place. I also enjoyed the competitive wiffle ball game where teammates worked together through strategy and cooperation. By 2 p.m., we were all walking back to our classroom feeling exhausted and sweaty, but we all knew it was a special day to remember.
Hi, my name is Alina, and I'm from Miss Goodman's class. My favorite memory about Wampus is VIP Junior Read Aloud to 2nd graders. My heart was pounding fast. Does my 2nd grade teacher remember me? Will the kids I read to behave? My hands trembled. This was a first time for me. I took a deep breath and slowly started reading. It was actually fun. It wasn't as hard as I thought. It was really fun for me since it was even my first time. That day I learned that doing something new might actually be fun.
Fifth grade would now like to sing Stewards of the Earth, a song that reminds us to treat the earth and each other kindly as we move on.
by Theodore Geisel. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away.
You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights.
You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights.
Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done.
There are points to be scored, there are games to be won.
And the magic things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all.
On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far.
And face up to your problems, whatever they are.
And will you succeed? Yes, you will, indeed. 98.75% guaranteed.
You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain, excuse me, is waiting. So get on your way.
We, as a fifth grade leaving Wampus, would now like to say thank you to our teachers, the principals, PTSA, BHEF, Board of Ed and Administration in Byram Hills.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the PTSA, I would like to thank all the teachers. It's not an easy job you have, but with much love and patience, you have educated, guided, and helped our children mature. You are all truly wonderful in your own beautiful ways and will be sorely missed. I'd like to take a moment to also thank the aides. Much of what you do goes unnoticed, but always remember how valuable you are to the teachers and especially to our children. Thank you so very much, every single one of you, both aides and teachers. I'd like to now call up a couple students to present their teachers with gifts. First, we have Andrew Gershony for Mrs. Passman. Kaylee Bucciero for Mrs. Marchesini. Riley Kassler for Mrs. Pena. Jillian Gendel for Ms. Brooks. Maddie Pizzaruso for Ms. Pontowski. Jesse Barron for Mr. Huffnagel. Lindsay Cody from Ms. Goodman. Ariana Guido for Mr. Mayor. Gabrielle Lesher for Mrs. Brady. Allison Say for Miss Delvecchia Molina. Chloe Straker for Miss Grecia. And Kayla Morocco for Ms. McHale. Well, good morning, parents, and congratulations on getting your children through 6 years of elementary school. Let's put it in perspective. We're not halfway there yet. We got 7 more years of college, and then the real worrying starts. Peggy, your warmness and care for every child is unparalleled and makes Wampus a very inviting home. Once again, it's been a joy to work alongside you. There's no one I'd want to work with more than you, other than maybe Dave Mack. Dave, it's been great getting to know you this year. Your attention to detail, how you're always looking for a way to allow the children to grow and become individuals. If you don't mind, I'd like you to come up. I'll give you a small token of our appreciation. Thank you both for all you do and for who you are. I cannot wait to see how Wampus grows and evolves. And speaking of growing and evolving, congratulations, boys and girls. You made it. I've known some of you since nursery school, waddling around in your diapers, tripping over your own feet at the Apple Festival. I remember coaching many of you boys in baseball and soccer and watching you grow on the fields. My message to you all is remember everything. Remember your teachers from Coleman Hill and here at Wampus, how they've helped you grow over the years and given you a hug when you needed it the most. Remember your parents. Never forget your parents. All the times we've helped you get dressed, probably this morning, and the miles we've driven from one activity to another. Remember the fun times you've had, field day, class parties, field trips, and most importantly, remember the friends that you've had, that you've made, and the bonds that you've created with each other. Take this all in with you, because this is all part of who you are. It may give you strength and confidence as you stride with your chin up high into HCC Middle School, ready to accomplish all that we know you are capable of. Congratulations, and good luck, and have an awesome summer.
Boys and girls, at this point, I think you're ready to hear from your new principal, Miss Lappel.
Good morning, parents, Dr. Lamia, Dr. Kaltenecker, Mrs. McInerney, Mr. Mack, and most importantly, good morning, future middle school graduating class of 2022. It is so nice to meet you. I, on behalf of the HCC faculty and staff, welcome you to our school next year. I have heard wonderful things about you. I know that you guys are going to be positive, responsible citizens, active learners, engaged in all that you can do at the middle school. We cannot wait to see you. I know how well prepared you are, and I look forward to seeing you in September. Have a great summer. Thank you.
Our last song we'd like to sing for you today is We've Got Heart by TERESA and Paul Jennings, a jazzy song that shows the good attitude and heart we show and hope to show in our lives as we grow up.
What a wonderful event. Good morning to all families, Board of Education members, Dr. Lamia, Dr. Kaltenecker, Ms. Cunningham, Ms. Lappel, Ms. McInerney, everybody. Good morning. It really is a special day. Special thanks to many people who helped make this event a success. From the PTSA, we have Mr. Verma, Ms. Woodworth, Ms. Barron, Ms. Silverstein, and Ms. Charney. Also thanks to fifth grade music teachers, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Pearson, Ms. Celestino. To fifth grade teachers, Ms. Marchesini and Ms. Passman, helped me really get a good grip on the moving up ceremony. Also thank you to Ms. Bauer for working with our fourth grade ushers. And from the Byram Hills High School, Mr. Piali and Mr. Lopez. All of these dedicated folks really spent a lot of time to make this a special event. So please join me in a round of applause for all of them. Okay, now to these wonderful fifth graders here on stage. Congratulations to each one of you as you close this chapter on your educational journey. Big things await for you at HCC Middle School and at the Byram Hills High School. One last thought before you leave. The teachers, secretaries, aides, custodians, bus drivers, cafeteria workers at Wampus are all very special. Each day they come to work excited to see each one of you and help you learn. The bond that you have with someone from Wampus is special and unique. I've seen it every day this year, from our arrival to our dismissal. Cherish these final moments as an elementary school student. As you leave the ceremony today and you'll leave Wampus on Wednesday, take your time to thank all of these people. Also, I believe Mr. Verma said it as well, thank your parents. I've learned a lot over the past 4 years since I've had my own children, what it actually takes to be a parent and how much they do for you. So make sure you thank your parents as well. As you transition to HCC and reflect on your years at Wampus, think about how you made Wampus a better place. What will be your legacy? How did you make Wampus a better place since you arrived just a few years ago? Then, as you progress through your time at Crittenden and then up to the Byram Hills High School here, think about the same. How can each school that you attend be a better place after you leave because you attended that school? What's your legacy individually, and what's your legacy as a whole class? Something to think about. Be sure to stay true to who you are. Take healthy risks. Don't be afraid to fail. And as Vince Lombardi so graciously said, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up that is most important. We wish you the best of luck. Have a fantastic summer. And on your early dismissal days next year, don't be strangers. Come say hello to all of us. Congratulations.